Hello and welcome to Joburg today. My name is Dumi Tlapo, bringing you the best of what's going down in and around Johannesburg. Statistics SA's latest social profile of youth contains some worrying findings with regards to unemployment and education amongst the country's youth. Dr. Karen Abrams of the Gauteng City Region Observatory shared some insights with Joburg today on trends related to Johannesburg's young people. Check this out.
When we think about unemployment rates in Gauteng and Johannesburg in particular, it's slightly worse than other provinces. But in Johannesburg, particularly, 1 in 4 young people between the ages of 15 to 35 is unemployed.
Wow.
1 in 4.
That's pretty scary, I must say. So what does the Stats SA findings mean for Joburgers?
I think the implications are that 1 in 4 people are not only unemployed, but they're also discouraged. And so if we think about this, young people promise vibrancy and the promise of future and create a future that is vibrant also for the city. But these young people are now discouraged. They're disillusioned. They are disaffected. And disaffected means that sometimes they don't see the point in getting involved in civil society, in voting, in making an effort to better their lives. And so I think that's one of the big implications of this kind of finding.
Stats SA reports like this, amongst others, are meant to help policymakers and authorities plan and manage future situations. Does Joburg have these necessary plans?
I think they do have the things in place to address jobs. And I think Joburg City, as the metro, has done quite a lot in terms of community work programs, skilling young people. But we have to ask the question, is that enough? And we have to consider multiple pathways. In fact, the other pathway that they suggested was for young people to become entrepreneurs, small business owners. But that Stats SA data shows that also hasn't taken off. So it means that we need to think a lot more critically about the other pathways that are available, whether it's about community colleges, whether it's about job opportunities that are not just learning to fix parks or potholes, but teaching young people the skills in which they need to be upwardly mobile. Which young person would like to have a community works program job forever? They want to be buying a house, a car. They want to be investing, they want to be saving, they want to be contributing to their families. And so that's, I think, the bigger question that policymakers need to address. It's not just providing a job for 3 months or a particular set of skills. It's about creating the opportunities for these young people to bloom.
So what is your advice to authorities, business and civil society to address and manage the youth-related trends?
I think one of the big things is that we need to rethink the support mechanisms available to young people. So at the moment we have the grant system, we have university loans and bursaries that are available, but there are still young people that fall through those gaps. There are still young people who, even though there are small business opportunities, aren't able to access them, don't even know about some of them. So we have to ask the question, how do we reach those people? So yes, we may say that 3 out of 4 young people don't have an issue around unemployment, but can we afford to exclude or forget about the 1 in 4 who's unemployed and disillusioned? Particularly because that 1 in 4 people are black young people. So you mean unless we do something to change society that offers a constellation of support mechanisms to young people, then we only reaching out to the few productive members of society, we're ignoring the rest, and we're creating a situation where young people are forgotten. They'll have a sense of feeling dejected. And what that does for a generation has huge implications beyond our generation.
Like us on Facebook, JoburgToday.tv, and follow us on Twitter at JoburgToday. The executive mayor of Johannesburg, Park Stauwood, delivered his State of the City address, where he mentioned that there are various initiatives, such as Vulindlela Ejozi, to create employment for the youth of Johannesburg.
What makes Vulindlela Ejozi appealing? It is the fact that in the first instance, it is a city design program, because many cities that have youth development initiatives and young people benefit don't have these as primarily city-driven programs. So the first is that it is exactly that. The second is that it is a partnership. It's a partnership between the city, Harambee, which is a non-governmental organization, and more than 200 companies that are partners that are creating access for young people to get jobs in their companies. They are being prepared to be job ready from Harambee so that they can get into jobs. Now, the vast majority of jobs in this country and in this city are not accessed through an advert in the newspaper. They're actually accessed through networks. So if you live in Joburg, you networked out of the system. So this program creates an access to a network of opportunities. So it creates access to a conduit of opportunities that you might not have access simply by where you are, where you live, or whether you in fact know somebody that knows where the job is. So VJ is that sort of program that looks at a continuum of interventions that create channels of opportunities in different ways, including the private sector. In training, you know, as I said in the address, we found that of the young people that we've registered, some of them are struggling to gain access to some of the most basic opportunities. You know, some of the opportunities and skills required in our economy are forklift drivers. The economy needs forklift drivers right now. But if you live in the outskirts of the city, where do you get the first opportunity to drive a forklift? So these channels are saying, let's create and build these forklift drivers so that they can access these opportunities. It is targeted, it talks to the CEOs. We met with the FMCG sector, with the logistics sector. We know exactly where to channel the opportunities. It is a partnership. We met with the ICT sector. We've even channeled, we even developed programs that channel people to, if you think about it, in an office environment, in a service economy like ours, what is the most basic skill that you need as you get to the office? It is Microsoft Word. The vast majority of our young people simply don't have access to MS Word. So we then go to Microsoft, partner with Microsoft and say, let's channel young people into MS Word so that when they get to a job, they can actually make use of the tools in front of them and take advantage of those. So that's about, in a scientific way, locking in companies and unlocking opportunities for our young people.
Hi, I'm Lois Mkize, and you're watching Joburg Today.
That's all for today. For more, do check out our Leading Opinion with Nashina. From myself, Dumi Chapo, and the Joburg Today crew, it's goodbye.